In between all the goodbyes and the emotional roller coaster this week and the in-studio guest saying goodbye, I forget that we're doing a real radio show.
We are. Mm-hmm.
It's still a real radio show.
It is.
So a couple of weeks ago when we knew that the lights were going to come off here on October 24th, we have been getting a lot of DMs from people going, are you guys going to do your Ghost Hunters thing this year? You're going to do Ghost Hunters this year? And the answer was no. So Cassie had an idea.
Well, we've got an incredible podcast on Pioneer, which is Bert's podcasting network, called Mythfits. It's Tory, Belleci, and Kari, Byron. You might know them from Mythbusters. And they got to sit down with the OG ghost hunters. Like, y'all remember the ghost hunting show?
Yeah.
But in listening to the whole episode, they also had really spooky stories themselves. And so I thought it'd be kind of cool if they came on and gave y'all a little taste of spooky season. And then you can go check out the full episode if you want more of it.
It's a really great idea. Hey, Kari. Hey, Tory. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey.
How are you guys doing?
Really good. It's been an emotional roller coaster in here, man. Last show for us is October 24th. So, we're riding it out, man.
Yeah, you know what else is spooky?
Wow.
The show coming to an end on Friday. Nothing scarier than unemployment.
I can't think of anybody that doesn't know what Mythbusters was and is. But if they don't, can you guys sort of explain to them the phenomenon that was this show for so many years?
So the Mythbusters was a flagship show on Discovery Channel starting in the early 2000s. And it was a show that people watched with their kids, their grandparents. The demographic was like 8 to 80 men and women. So I think people have a lot of nostalgia for it. And so Tory and I start to tell a lot of behind the scenes stories and talk about all of the weird things that we used to do. We took urban legends and we tested them to see if they were true or not.
It's just one of the... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It just gave us a reason to blow stuff up. Really. That was the main vehicle of the show.
Well, everybody has a favorite episode or a memorable episode. And the one for me was when you guys were flushing the toilet to see if poop particles got on everything in your bathroom. And that's the one that sticks out to me.
Yeah, put your toothbrush in the cabinet.
Yeah.
I mean, the entire world is covered in a layer of fecal matter, but in your bathroom... kind of disgusting.
I kind of feel like the world needs more shows like this. When I turn TV on, I've got kids now. I just want something that they can learn, they're engaged in, and it's safe. And I think Mythbusters was that show from 2003 to 2016?
Yeah, we went for a long time. And, the whole landscape, as you know, it has changed. Television, the golden era of cable, I feel like is kind of gone. And so you don't really have these kind of shows anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why we're doing the Mythfits podcast.
Yeah.
We still wanted to bust some myths.
Let's definitely talk more about that. So exactly what are you guys? Tell them what you're doing on the podcast.
Well, the podcast is really just an exploration of curiosity for us. We are still talking about whether things are true or not, but we are talking a lot about behind the scenes for Mythbusters. There's a lot of nostalgia involved for people who watched the show back then, but we also have a lot of really interesting guests, like whoever Tory and I are geeking out about, we're bringing on, from like astronauts to obviously ghost hunters.
I'm sorry, I have to jump in here because I geeked out when you guys got Steve Burns from Blue's Clues on. That, for my generation, to have Kari and Tory and Steve on one episode, it blew my little millennial mind.
So Steve, to me now, in this current evolution of who he is, I was thinking about this the other day, it might be a stretch. The way he communicates now, he almost feels like this generation's Bob Ross.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Or he's just, everything's going to be okay. But is it?
We need it, okay? We need the lifeline.
We need it. All right, so scare us a little bit here, guys. We need to get in the Halloween spirit here, and we usually do our own kind of ghost hunters thing that always freaks us out, but you guys are armed with scary stories also.
Well, I mean, I've got a spooky story, but for me, this story isn't spooky. It's like one of those great love stories of all time. My family has lore of like this one ghost story that just, my dad used to tell, but he has like that great big fish storytelling where, I didn't know if this was going to be something that the rest of the family heard, but everybody heard and told this story. So in the 1940s, my great aunt and the love of her life, Jim, they were barreling down a road in a car. Just imagine a convertible in the 1940s, and things went out of control. and the brakes didn't work, and they're going around a corner. And as they're going almost over the cliff, he opens the door and pushes her out. He goes over the cliff with the car. So, she's devastated. This is the love of her life. Every single night before she went to bed, she felt the bed depress down beside her. Every single night. People for years said that they saw Jim walking through parties. They're like, wait, Jim was here. Like it was like a constant thing until the day that she met her new husband, and she heard a whisper in her ear that night, "You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay." And she never felt his presence again. Like this was one of those things where everybody's like, "Oh my God, Uncle Jim. I saw Uncle Jim." So like for us, it was just like a lifetime story of this love. I had never seen Uncle Jim before. Maybe I had, because I didn't know what he looked like. But yes, Uncle Jim was there to the day that she found her new love. I mean, it's a little too Hallmark movie meets Halloween for me.
It's great. All right, Tory, what do you got?
Well, we actually had the OG ghost hunters on Mythfits, and we've known these guys for years because we used to do conventions together. So it felt fitting for Halloween that we would get them on. But about 2 years ago, I actually went and did an investigation with them. I was their skeptic, and we went to this abandoned hospital, of course, right? It's like an old, mental hospital. And for some reason, they start at like 9 o'clock at night and go till 2 a.m. It's like, why can't we do the investigation during the day, right? Like, so I can actually see what the heck's going on. But it was so much fun, but it was super spooky because this place was like 6 stories and, just hundreds of rooms. But there was one moment where we were walking around and I was going up these stairs and I felt something blow into my ear. And I had a flashlight, so I pointed it to the wall. Thinking I'd see a hole in the wall, like maybe a gust of wind came through. There was no hole in the wall. And so that really freaked me out. And so we get to the top of the stairs, and then the cameraman goes, "Something just blew in my ear too." And so we were like, let's get the heck out of here. Like, I'm gone. It was so creepy.
Tommy, we have audio of that?
No, we have actually what they've done. So Kari and Tory had the OG Ghost Hunters on, and they've done a rapid fire myth busting with them. So like, are cold spots a thing? Can animals see ghosts? And so they did rapid fire, which we have here. And then if you want to listen to all the cool explanations behind it, you got to check out the Mythfits podcast.
Will you bust some ghosty myths for us? Orbs in photos are spirits. Cold spots mean paranormal activity.
That's not true.
Spirits can drain batteries and electronics.
It has happened to us. I will say that all of a sudden our cameras are fully charged and they drain. But I don't think that there's any entity, ghost, demon, or spirit looking at someone's camera and saying, "I need that energy."
Ghosts only appear at night.
Not true.
Mirrors and reflective surfaces attract spirits.
Zero chance that's true. No.
Animals can see ghosts.
Well, I think they can see a hell of a lot more than we can. On that same note, you get false positives, though, from animals, because a lot of times people are like, "It's always my cat sitting here staring in this corner all the time." And Steve and me have had the fun time of opening up the wall and finding that we just allowed a bunch of chipmunks free into somebody's house. And there were like 3 pissed off chipmunks that took off through the house. And let me tell you, they might be cute, but they are mean little whatever.
I would not like to be haunted by a chipmunk.
Okay, there was one about orbs also. Like, orbs are not a real thing?
That's what they're saying.
Yeah. It's dust. Yeah. It's always dust. It's like dust being reflected.
Right. Out of focus dust.
And then when you're taking a picture, especially if there's a light or the sun in the background of you, it'll reflect into the camera lens. And so that's what you're seeing. But sometimes it just makes you feel better to know that, Uncle Jim is in a photo.
Right. Well, you guys, thanks for your time. Appreciate it so much. Mythfits, again, is on this really great podcasting network.
Ooh, tell us more.
Yeah, the name of it's Pioneer. They really care about their talent a lot. I mean, a lot. And it's a really great podcast. If you have nostalgia for Mythbusters, you will absolutely love this. It is Mythfits. You guys, thanks a lot for joining us. Appreciate you.
Thanks, you guys. Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
The Bert Show.